The client portal can benefit your business in so many ways, like enhancing your professional image, reduces admin time, and offers clients 24/7 access to their information. It simplifies job bookings, speeds up payments, and opens up communication, helping you manage customer relationships more effectively. So, now that we know how valuable it is to your business, let's dive in and see how it works. We'll start with inviting your customer to their client portal. Once activated, go to the contact panel in the CRM. You will see the client portal icon in the top right-hand corner. It has a cross through it, showing that this customer does not yet have client portal access. Click on the client portal icon and the client portal access drawer opens. You can see that this customer currently has a status of inactive. On the right, you can also see a link to the main client portal settings. Click this to view and edit your client portal settings. Note that in the client portal settings, you decide what modules will be available for the client portal and which will be excluded from your contacts. Once you have set up your default client portal settings, you can then adjust them for each contact using the toggles in the individual contact accounts. Another item to note is the Login as Client link. This lets you log in as if you are your customer, so you can see exactly what your customers can see. You can give access to just one contact or to multiple. Just select them here and then choose the Enable Access button at the bottom. Note that you follow the same process to revoke access for contacts too, by simply selecting them and then choosing the Revoke Access button. The access notification is sent by email, so contacts must have a valid email address. An email will be sent to access their client portal. Clients will log in using their email address with embedded secure authentication. The client portal status for the contacts will update to active, so you can clearly see the access status for all of your customers. When your customer logs in, they will be presented with their very own client portal. On the left is the menu. This will vary depending on what modules you have enabled for this client. In this example, we have enabled Jobs, Quotes, and Invoices. The dashboard provides your customers with a really effective snapshot overview of their account with you. If there are overdue invoices, an alert message will appear at the top of the page. You can easily customize your welcome message in the client portal settings. If we click into Quotes, the customer can see all quotations and their current status. If you have Quote Accept enabled, your customer will also be able to accept your quote from their portal. They just click View the quotation. Accept the quotation and add any comments. They receive an awesome celebration as a thank you for accepting your quotation. Going into Invoices, it works the same way. Your customer can view all of their invoices, both paid and unpaid. If you have PayNow activated, your customers can view their invoice and click to pay. It's so easy for them, and they can use whatever payment method they prefer, including Apple Pay and Google Pay. The Jobs section is very cool. Again, they can see their job history and access historic job reports. When they click into a job, they are taken into this awesome job card. As you can see, the job card has the job details, the invoice details, and the report details. What I love about the report details is that the customer can view all of the reports related to the job. And if you don't want your clients to be able to access reports at all, or perhaps not until their invoice is paid, no problem. You can just nominate that in the client portal settings. View all the photos from the reports as well by clicking on the Photos button. The photo section is a great feature because sometimes in the PDF reports, the photos may be small, whereas in the client portal, the customer can see and download their photos in full color and glorious high resolution. The final section I want to show you is called the Action section. The Action section is awesome and super flexible. If you have the Webforms module activated, you can add any of your forms to the Action section for the customer to complete. The big winners are Request a Quote and Request a Job. Request a Job enables your customer to complete the Request a Job form. This can automatically create a job in your scheduler for you as a new unassigned job at the date and time requested by your customer and sends you an alert by email or SMS. Request a Quote. It can create a new lead in your sales pipeline and send whoever looks after sales an instant email or SMS with the customer details. But the exciting news is you can use whatever web forms you choose into the client portal. Forms like order forms, testimonials, feedback forms, surveys, refer a friend, proposals, online agreements, variations, and so much more. Literally add whatever forms you choose, anything that you would like your customers to be able to easily access and complete. Welcome to unparalleled customer convenience. Welcome to the Client Portal,